This poet began writing at the age of 7, and though she never married, she did find a life-changing love expressed in her deep devotion to Christ. Christina Rossetti wrote several poems and sonnets about her faith, including a poem titled Ash Wednesday, when she said, my God, have mercy on my sin, for it is great. And if I should begin to tell it all, the day would be too small to tell it in." Rossetti continues by acknowledging the great mercy God has poured to her in response to her prayer. "My God, thou wilt have mercy on my sin, for thy love's sake. Yea, if I should begin to tell this all, the day would be too small to tell it in." But then the tone of Rossetti's poem changes, and she asks God to scourge and smite her. She asks to take on suffering just as Christ had, so that she could experience his pain and identify with his brokenness. Rossetti writes, "Good Lord, today I scarce find breath to say, scourge but receive me, for stripes are hard to bear, but worse thy intolerable curse, so do not leave me." Rossetti's great Lenten poem reminds us of the statement we find in Scripture, that as the children of God and joint heirs with Christ, if we suffer with him, then we may also be glorified together. The Bible tells us that our present trouble, which is only for a short time, is working out for us a much greater weight of glory. This same scripture is also the basis for a famous book by C.S. Lewis titled The Weight of Glory. Lewis reflects on our endless pursuit of the divine when he writes, "At present, we are on the outside of the world, the wrong side of the door. We discern the freshness and purity of the morning, but they do not make us fresh and pure. We cannot mingle with the splendors we see, but all the leaves of the New Testament are rustling with the rumor that it will not always be so. Some day, God willing, we shall get in." As you take the first steps of your Lenten journey, let your prayer be for grace and mercy to endure suffering, and for a taste of the divine here on earth.